Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Jeff, and I'm going to show you guys real quickly, probably in the next 10 minutes or so, how I get rankings for my Google Places, my Google Maps profiles for local businesses that I work with. I mean, here's one example right here. I'm logged into an account. For a friend of mine's business. This is OC for an Orange County massage business based in Orange County, California. And if you're not yet watching this in full screen, take a look at this here. Full screen this for me, please. And look, we're getting 14 hits a day, 18 hits a day, 11 hits a day, 18, 26. And if you look right here for the past month, we've had 821 people take action based on what they saw. People clicked for more information, people clicked through to the website, people clicked through for driving directions. And that's all because of this profile being ranked pretty highly within Google Places and being properly optimized. And it's nice. I mean, he's getting, 30, 40, 50 hits a day sometimes. He's getting people come in all the time. He's pretty busy, and he does get a lot of his business just from this profile here. Of course, he also gets business down from Facebook and word of mouth as well, but people searching for massages within Orange County are very often and very likely going to find this particular profile, which is set up right here. And as you can see, it's very simple looking, but it's effective and it gives the right information. So as you guys probably know, in fact you might not, but Google Maps this past couple of months has really kind of changed over now to Google Places. So even though I'm logged in right here to my Google Places account, and even though I can try to edit it, I edit to this via Google Places, there's no longer really a Google Maps listing. They all got kind of transformed over to this new Outlook in Google Plus. So once you have your profile set up, which I'm not really going to get into too much now, if you have any questions about this or if you want to hire me, feel free to contact me. But I'm going to show you really one of the ways I get directory listings, which are citations to help get a website ranked. And what this does essentially is, I'm just going to show you. I use a software program. I use this for SEO. It's one of my many tools besides besides my own brain, but it's a SEO tool called SENuke XCR, which if used properly and smartly can get you a whole bunch of backlinks and help improve your rankings on your website. Well, they've got a pretty new feature now where they allow you to do rankings for Google Places. And let me show you what pages this creates accounts on real quick here. Hold on just a minute, please, so I can show you how legit this is. Let me scroll down and find my list. Here we are. Let me see if I can enlarge this a bit. So these right here, if you look on the left, these boxes that are checked off, these are websites that Google SENuke XCR will go to and create accounts on for me. And it takes only a few minutes to set up. And when it creates these accounts, these are essentially set up as backlinks back to my Google Places account once they get picked up. And that's what really helps it rank. Of course, you want to have really three main things I tell people. You want to have proper optimization of SEO for the Places page. Number two, you want to get client reviews. Those are very, very, very important. The more positive reviews, the better. And number three, something that most people don't do or take advantage of is you want to get citations or directory listings. And this goes to some pretty powerful sites. Look at this, Foursquare. Insider Pages, that's a huge one. City Squares is a huge one. Kudzu, Magic Yellows, Events, SpotX, ePage Topics, eBusiness Pages, Hot Frog. Hot Frog is huge, guys. I mean, seriously, when I used to do these myself, whitepages.com, when I used to do these myself, or when I used to outsource them to my outsourcers in other locations, many of these pages are the exact ones I had them do. Why is that? Because they're powerful and they get picked up and they help get you the rankings. So what we're going to do using SENuke X, this is easy. All you do is you click on New, and you click on Campaign. Which I already did. I named my new campaign OC Massage. And the next thing you do is you click on New once again. You click on Account Creation, which is going to add this account creation project right here. Then you click on New once again, and you click on Google Places, which adds this right here. I just did a second one. I mean, I promise it's really, really easy. They do have plenty of videos here, but this is exactly what we do. So first of all, I'm going to go into the new account creation project 1. And now the first thing I need when I'm going to make accounts is I need a main email address. So the beauty is SENuke XCR does give us access to pre-created Hotmail accounts, which you can download pretty quickly, which is rather nice. So we're going to select that. And we're also going to go ahead and select the Google Places sites without accounts because we're doing them brand new once again. So it's going to select, where they go, all of these babies right here. So it's going to create accounts automatically for me for Hotmail and for all of those Google Places locations here. And all we do is we click on Generate Random Profile, and we click on Start. And watch this. Oops, I gotta choose. I forgot one thing. I'm sorry. Account profile name is empty, so I need to choose a brand new profile here. So I click on plus, and I just name this something according to here. There we are. Now I should be able to click on Start. In fact, look, I've already got the email address right here, which is awesome. So next I click on Start. And let's watch and see what happens. Right away, it goes to work in the background. You probably can't see what it's doing here, but it's going to start creating accounts for every single one of these. Which with that amount of accounts we're doing, maybe 30, maybe 40 accounts, it's actually not going to take a terrible amount of time, believe it or not. It's really not, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I'll be back in a few minutes once the accounts are created, and then we will continue from there. And I want to show you guys this. It's only been about 30 seconds since I last paused it. And take a look. It's already almost done with the account creation process. As you see right here, it's going through. It's giving me greens for the one that's created. It's giving me red for the ones that have failed. It's giving me check marks for the ones that are done. Green arrows for the ones it's doing, as you see right here. Look at it, solving CAPTCHA, solving CAPTCHA. It tells you what it's doing. Loading registration page. I mean, this literally has taken maybe 45 seconds now. And it's almost done. So, I mean, this is something you can have going completely within 5 or so minutes here. So I'm going to let this finish again, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so that process is done. It took another about a minute, maybe 45 seconds to a minute after I paused it. So total account creation time for all of these was probably about 2 minutes or less. So the next thing you do is you want to start verifying the emails, which is done quite quickly as well. Now, generally speaking, if you're using SENuke XCR to rank a website itself, you can do this whole process automated in the background, with you really doing nothing. But when you're doing it like this for something very, very specific, such as Google Places rankings, it's something you want to go ahead and do manually, but I've set up complete runs of this now in maybe 3 or 4 minutes top. So once you really understand how it works, it's really something that's quite easy to do, and it's really a powerful way to get some backlinks and some citations, some directory listings pointing back to your Google Places or Google Plus page. And as you see, it's going through, it's verifying all of the accounts right now. Looks like we have 40, 41. Oh, look, Penny Saver. That's awesome. Localized biz. I mean, these are really good directories, guys. I mean, white pages, insider pages. This is pretty freaking amazing. So it's going through these right now, and it's going to take a few moments to verify. What it's going to do basically is it's going to log in the back end. It's going to log in to every single account that is created via the email address it was signed up for, and it's going to say, hey, yes, I verified this. It's going to basically verify the account. Normally, you would get an email that says, hey, click here to verify you signed up for the account. That's all it's doing. It's logging into Yahoo. It's going into these pages individually, and it's verifying that the accounts are legitimate. And then once we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and start building some backlinks. So while this does this, I'm going to grab some water, and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, and pretty much 3 or 4 minutes later we are done with all of the accounts verified. So the next step we're going to do, log in, we're going to double click on new Google Places project now that we have the accounts created. And what we do is we want to choose the profile project. Of course, you remember before I named the account Google Places Project. What that simply does is it tells me where to get the URLs from. And then for output URLs list, I have to create one of those as well. And this is easy. All this does is this just helps you keep track of where particular lists of URLs are saved. So for example, this right here is pulling those from that name. If I had multiple projects, for example, I could simply pull the profiles from somewhere else. So next, we're going to go ahead and click on select select all sites with accounts. We got these right here. Most of them are done. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go back through and I could try to reattempt to make ones that were not created, but that is fine. Next, we want to select categories from some of these sites. Some of these sites are very specific, which is great. So for this, we're doing massage therapy, which is going to be health and be hospital medical center. Let's try that. And then for my Huckleberry, you just want to try to find something that is very similar to what a type of business you're targeting. And there's usually some pretty good examples. Health, food, restaurants. Let's see. And again, you're not always going to find something exact. I mean, this one, it looks like it's a restaurant one, but we're still going to create an account because it still counts as a backlink. So I'm just going to add this under health, food, restaurants because it's at least similar. Found locally. Let's see if I can find any massage. So far, I haven't had any luck finding massage, so I'm just looking for health type niches for the most part. Maybe I'll get lucky and find one. If you see any, let me know. Of course, I won't be able to hear you if you do. Oh, here we are, therapeutic massage. That works. And then penny saver. I told you, you're getting some good ones here. Healthcare and fitness. Is it Land Rover something or other? Okay, that's not really applicable, so we'll just choose the best website. Let's see, other, and this is kind of the fun but boring part, but this is going to help you get better quality backlinks. I'm a massage therapist, beautiful, and go to my local. And we'll just put that under all information technology. So obviously everything here you do is not going to be 100% related to the business you're trying to get ranked, but it's still going to help. So the next thing we want to do, and this is very, very, very important here. I'm going to see if I can, hold on a second. I'm kind of working with a small screen right here, so I'm going to see if I can do this. That's not going to work. Let me try like this instead. Hold on just a minute, please. I'm just trying to show you guys everything at once without having to jump back and forth. Okay, so what's very, very important here is when you're doing these, when you're setting up the name, the address, etc., you want to copy it 100%. Yes, really. You want to copy it, and it's not letting me copy too easily. Let's type it in. But you want to basically copy the business name, the address 100% as they appear here. Normally I would not recommend using a keyword, but in this particular example, we lucked out, and our keyword is also our business name. So this is going to be, of course, in the United States. And we're going to go for California. And this is really self-explanatory, but it's easy. So I want to make sure that you copy things exactly as they appear above. So every space, everything possible. And even the formatting for the phone numbers, for example, if it accepts it, it might not accept the, yeah, let's find out. Okay, what was his email address? Hold on a second. Okay, fax number not applicable. Now for the tags, those are going to be keywords that you're going to be using to describe the business. What I like to do for this is I use some of my main keywords I'm trying to rank for. you just want to try to be creative and add some keywords in there. And then for the description, I just like to copy the description from here because it usually has enough information. And what I mean is it usually has enough information. It has the proper keyword, etc. Because you properly optimize your profile. So Orange County massage. Let me change this a little bit. Orange County massage therapist located in, okay, yada yada yada. Okay. Okay, and that should do it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on start. Oh, that's right. I got to follow the proper format for the phone number. It does not like, I guess it inputs it by itself for you. So we just have to have numbers only, no dashes, no brackets. We just have numbers only, like the example here. Then it will input those numbers however they fit properly on that specific site. So next we click on start. And I'm going to see if I can shrink this down a little bit because I know it's taking the full screen up here. But what it's going to do now is it's going to go to each of those websites. I'll let you watch for a minute here. But after about a minute or so, it's going to start opening up the websites in these different pages here. And it's going to start creating an account. It's going to start logging in. And it's going to start adding the information for me that I inputted. It's going to add the address, the description, everything. And what happens is Google sees these directory listings. They see that the information is 100% the same as the Google Places profile, and those get counted as a citation, or to make it easier to understand, essentially a backlink, or essentially that website vouching for you. And that's what's going to help your Places profile get ranked even better. So this should be popping up in just a moment here. Okay, you know what? That's actually my bad. I actually forgot it does open these up, but for this particular setup, it actually does the work in the background. If you take a look right here, it's already going through and doing some of those for me. So let's go ahead and check out a few URLs and see how those look. So I'm going to go back to the main screen here. I'm going to
submission complete.
Oh, actually, look like it's done. Let's see how many we got. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to click on URLs. Now it looks like of those 40 or so, we only got 16 URLs. I mean, which again, don't worry, that's not an epic failure. That's actually not bad, because you got some pretty powerful ones here. E-business pages, city squares. We can copy these. Let's take a look, see how that looks real quick. So this is a brand new feature for SENuke X, so don't worry if the success rate is not 100%. It's still fine. These are still pretty powerful, and these are still going to help you get ranked. So right here, look at this. I got a complete profile set up right here. This is something that's going to come up when people search for my business. I'm sorry, for my friend's business. And yeah, it works. Let's take a look at a few others here. Let's see. What's another one I like? Here we are. E-business pages. That is a huge one. Let's take a look at that one real quick. I mean, the same idea. We got the website there. We got different tags, of course. That's not going to be the same tag we're looking for. But all Google really looks for is it looks for this business name right here. It looks for this address and this phone number right here. And as you can see, the phone number was inputted properly. And yeah, I mean, that is essentially how it works, guys. And again, don't fret. Don't mind the fact that we only had 16 out of the 30 or 40 that were successful. That's still a pretty decent rate. And if you were to do these all manually, as simple as they are, it would take you a good hour or so. So guys, that is really how that works. I mean, it's simple, it's short, it's sweet, it's simple, but it does work rather nicely. Citations are a real huge one of the best methods to really help get your local profile ranked. And again, if you don't believe I know what I'm talking about, because I'm kind of babbling on this stuff here, yeah, I showed you guys before. Look at all these impressions, all these views. I mean, people find this a lot for the phrase massage. And we're getting 20, 15, 20, 30 hits a day in some cases here, 35, 39. So yeah, anyways, that is all. That's a kind of a quick, simple video. Sorry if I was kind of jumping around a little bit. This is something that's still a pretty new feature. I've only used it a few times, but so far, the results I am getting are rather well. And yes, I have seen profiles improve in rankings online on Google because of just using SENuke X. Unfortunately, I'm not able to share those ones with you. Sorry, it's proprietary. I don't want you to steal that business. I don't want you to try to compete against me in that location. Nothing personal. But yeah, that is essentially how that works. It works rather well. It works rather easy. And here's the cool thing. You can download this for free right now, and you can try it for 14 days without paying a dime. Once you try it out for 14 days, I think you're really going to like it. I mean, this is a service you can sell yourself. You can do backlinks for local businesses. You can do backlinks for yourself. I mean, you can do straight on SEO. I mean, here's another example here from the SEO run. I got 213 backlinks right here to a few websites for one campaign. 213 backlinks, and it's for a different campaign, but for something different. So I mean, SENuke X is a very powerful tool. This is just one of its methods, but yeah, I hope you found this useful. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.